fight.
Star is born tonight!
And so, in a boxing world starved of excitement, comes a mouth-watering, all-you-can-eat buffet of lightweight super fights.
So a great combination by
But first, we prepare for a similarly exciting and equally explosive showdown.
Floyd, is this the future of boxing?
Absolutely.
The blue chipper with missiles in both hands from Baltimore
Is a champion at 130 for the second time!
against the rough and tumble volume puncher from Michoacan.
As Rock'em Sock'em here in the 12th and final round!
It's me, it's more of us, we out here, we out
And
here,
again,
we all
Martinez
in,
goes
no
down.
doubt
Santa
here, chase money
Cruz has
bags, no
steamrolled
clout
his
here, go
way
dead
to a
in, no
second
route
world
here.
championship.
Brits will know him best for his grueling wars against the Jackal, Carl Frampton. Though after almost 8 years at the top, Santa Cruz has certainly earned his place amongst boxing's best.
We from outside of the south side.
As an amateur, he won concurrent gold medals at the Junior Olympics, amassing a total of 155 fights and winning all but 7.
The question will be, is it the right timing for him at 23, and is he ready for this opportunity?
And after a steady but consistent start to the professional game, it was his unanimous victory against Malinga to win the IBF title that put him firmly on the map.
Lucy Malinga, it's been entertaining, and Santa Cruz has been sensational.
Much like a featherweight version of Margarito, LSC certainly isn't boxing's most thrilling, but pairing an unparalleled Mexican spirit with a great engine and physical strength, the reality is he just keeps on winning, and it's hard to argue with success.
That's flat out fight the way it should be. LA style. It's over! Lightning quick power!
This mindset of greatness certainly resonates to the man who will stand opposite Santa Cruz on October 31st.
Shows something at the beginning of the round to stay in it, and now Davis thinks he's got it. He's done, and Michelle Myers has seen enough.
In a weight class that brings a dozen or more incredible talents, there can be only one standout performer. And Gervonta Davis, the most powerful, spiteful, and explosive of the lot, vows to be that guy.
Again, ain't no safety on this Glock. Whoever wanted could get it. I believe I got the best team in boxing.
The heir to the TMT throne and nicknamed Tank for obvious reasons, Davis now looks to validate the high expectations that have surrounded his career.
Gervonta Davis is a bad boy, man. He's a bad man. He got bricks in both hands.
The 23 fights and 22 knockouts have certainly gone some way towards doing that already, but a whole new level of challenges and threats await.
Kevin Haney against Gervonta Davis is a super fight that will and should happen.
We need to make these fights happen now. I don't want to wait.
Anything is possible!
It's no secret that a lot of Gervonta's downfalls have been his own doing. Though fortunately, as a credit to his ability, none have translated to losses inside the ropes.
Did you see that, ladies and gentlemen?
He's certainly had a few off nights, but the B and C version of Tank is still a killer.
Davis now in the final 15 seconds, and Davis lands a left hand, down goes Gervonta! Whoop! There it is!
After failing to make weight against Gamboa, we also saw some split-second lapses in concentration.
There is a three-punch combination that lands!
The second half of his professional campaign will have a much tighter margin for error. And so fans are hoping that this time, the Gervonta Davis we see reunited with Floyd, shedding weight and looking as sharp as ever, is the one that will turn up and stay. On paper, it's much more difficult to weigh up. The advantages are split straight down the middle. With a combined record of 60-1-1, there is only one loss between them, and with that, both men are yet to taste the canvas. Leo has the height, the reach, and the professional experience advantages, whereas with a 7-year age deficit, Tank is the fresher, younger, and generally bigger guy. But the inevitable question will be whether or not he has enough pop at super featherweight to keep Tank honest. Both men have proven chins, but the majority would consider Davis the sharper, more skilled, and more dangerous man. Santa Cruz has all this to contend with and more.
Tank drops him! And some showboating here.
Santa Cruz will undoubtedly enter as the underdog, but this certainly won't be an execution. The Mexican fighter is a real handful. He uses jerky head movement and relentless volume punching to force the issue. Either man could use their advantages to dictate the pace of the fight, and both will need to make their moments count. Dimension-wise and stylistically, the bout could take a similar narrative to Davis's clash with Pedraza, another tough customer who brought out the best in Tank, but found himself being drawn into a firefight, which would only end one way. Fight night will provide the toughest test of both men's careers. Gervonta will be looking to put an elite-level display of power and composure as he eyes up the very best. Whereas Leo will try and walk him down, smother any clean work, and prevent him from loading up.
CRUZ is putting on a clinic. Guys say, yeah, you want to go? You want to go? Let's go.
Tank's engine is the only thing at question against an elite-level fighter, so LSC will hope to push him into waters he's yet to swim in as a professional. That said, if he's there to be hit, it'll be an easy night's work for the Baltimore banger.
And now look at these shots. I think the ropes are holding them up there, guys. But
Garcia, Haney, Shakur, Loma, Lopez. The list of talent and potential fights simply go on and on. But this version of Gervonta looks like the one that's ready to mix with the very best. This could represent his biggest and last fight at 130. The flip side, Santa Cruz could shock the world, earning his respect and putting himself amongst the sport's top pound-for-pound stars.
because of that cut, that body shot hurt him. Big body shots. Santa Cruz looking to light him up like the Las Vegas Strip.
Both men have taken criticism for their lack of risk-taking, but both will step through the ropes on October 31st, ready for war.
Do not blink. Our main event is underway.
Great fighters are those who find a way to win by all means necessary. And so it's time for both men to dare to be great.